I would like to welcome everyone to our service today, which is being recorded at Sunderland Crematorium. As we head towards Christmas and the end of the year, it's a time when people reflect and remember, and for anyone who has lost a loved one, it is a particularly important time. Today's service is for everyone who is remembering someone who has died this year. It's a service we hope feels open and inclusive to everyone, whether you hold specific faith beliefs or whether you have none. We'll be joined today by some representatives of our faith communities and also by celebrants who have supported funeral services in Sunderland this year. During today's service, everyone present has lit a candle in remembrance of those who've died, and you may choose to light a candle yourself at home. Many funeral services this year have been impacted because of COVID. Since the end of March, the number of people allowed to attend funeral services and gatherings has been restricted in line with government guidelines. And this has made what is a very difficult time even more challenging, as people haven't always been able to mark the passing of a loved one in the way they might have chosen. Everyone will grieve and remember in their own way, and whilst no two people's experiences in terms of loss are the same, we hope that today's service will bring you some comfort and an opportunity to reflect and remember. I have lit a candle in remembrance of all who have died this year, and my thoughts, as always, are with the residents at this time of year. Stay safe, everyone.
Hello, my name is Chris Howson. I'm a minister at Sunderland Minster, and I'm here today as the chair of Sunderland Interfaith Forum. At the Interfaith Forum, we've had a terrible year. All our members have had to deal with the funerals and the loss of many loved ones. Over 500 folk have died of COVID alone in this city, and thousands of more have had to endure the worry of seeing their loved ones in intensive care and being concerned about their friends and family. So it's been an awful year. But here we're here to celebrate those lives and all those lives have meant to us. For each one of those lives, we believe as people of faith, that life has come from God and goes back to God. But that time that those people are here with us, they fill us with love and hope and memories and joys. So we've lit a candle to remember all those who we loved. And we know that they are safe now and at peace. And this year we've also realised that people have excelled in goodness. They have helped their neighbours, they have cared for their loved ones. And we know that the good in all those who have passed before keeps on in us. So for all the people of faith out there and people of no faith, our prayers and blessings from the faith community and from all at the Sunderland Interfaith Forum. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Debbie Green. I'm a civil funeral celebrant working with families and funeral directors across the city of Sunderland. And I am honoured, I am truly honoured and privileged to have been asked to be a part of our end of year service. As we are coming to the end of this very difficult year, I feel it is important that we look back and reflect on the many challenges we have faced. No more so than the sense of loss that families across the city have experienced when losing their loved one. One of the most difficult times of a person's life is saying farewell to a loved one, but this year especially has made the experience all the more upsetting. Through families being separated and not being able to say their final farewells in person, no final goodbye kiss, no gentle embrace, no coming together as a family to support each other through the most devastating times of their lives. This simple and tender act of love that comes naturally in times of loss have been taken away from so many families. I myself have personally witnessed the distress of families being separated and not being able to be together and comfort each other at a time when a family should be together and supporting one another. But I hope myself and my colleagues, my funeral family, have still been able to give our families the care, love and support they have needed through this extremely difficult time. As this year draws to a close and the dawn of a new year lies just beyond the horizon, I hope we can move forward with a greater sense of hope and appreciation of the simple things we tend to take for granted that have been denied to us over this last year. I would like to close with a beautiful poem about appreciating those simple things in life titled Grateful. Thankful and acknowledged, a simple thoughtful act for things now in the present we often just treat as fact. Do you fear the snowstorm or grumble at the rain? Both are needs of nature and not a source of pain. So much taken for granted when all is here for us. We should simply be grateful and forget the need to fuss. None of this is a given and could just go away. And that's why we should be thankful each and every day. I have lit a candle in remembrance of those who have sadly passed away this year. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name's Chris May. I'm a humanist and I'm indeed honoured to have been asked by my colleagues at Sunderland Council to speak on such an important and poignant occasion. Today we remember together all those we have loved, and we mourn for the loss, we mourn for lives that were and lives that might have been. We mourn for our hopes, our expectations and dreams. We mourn for the stories as well. For when you think about it, every life is a story. Every life begins with a long, long ago or a once upon a time. Every life has a beginning, its middle, and its end. Every life has a plot and takes its twists and turns. In fact, who knows where it takes us? And every life begets other stories, and they merge and part and intertwine. In fact, today, all our stories come together just for a little while. For there's a story behind everything, behind our aches and pains, the hard skin on our hands, the wrinkles on our faces, or the sadness in our eyes. They all tell a story too. Everything we wear, every favourite song, each photo and picture on the wall, they all tell a story. And don't we share them, the stories? Don't we share the tales? Sometimes with tears, sometimes with smiles. There are the funny ones we tell over and over, the ones that become family legends, some that are make-believe, folklore. Sometimes we don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, and why should it? And there are the happy ever afters and the sad endings, the what-ifs and maybes, all the regrets, just left hanging, just awaiting a sequel. So we pause to remember the stories of those who meant so much to us, those whose stories changed our own. And we reflect on how we can never tell our own without including theirs. So we hold on to them dearly. Life ends, but love, memories and stories go on forever and ever. And today, we take consolation. Consolation that there are countless stories still to be told, and all those dreams not yet dreamt, particularly after the unprecedented times we have encountered this year, and the sacrifices we have had to make, even during times of acute loss. Even during times of loss and sorrow, the sacrifices have had to be made, making it all the more important we cherish not only the memories and stories, but each other as we move on. Now, of course, as a humanist, we have different ideas about things, about the world, but that has never hindered camaraderie, never affected the banter, and indeed the stories we share, and the stories we should always share. Because no matter what life throws at us, We can enjoy our stories and memories, and we can reflect. And of course, we can love, particularly at this time of year. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. I wish you all the very best for the festive season. I've lit a candle in memory of loved ones lost this year. And remember, where there is love, there is always life.
This year in particular at Sunderland Crematorium, we've been honoured to serve the friends and family of loved ones lost, especially during these challenging circumstances. I'd like to thank everybody involved in today's memorial service and dedicate it to the family and friends of loved ones lost. On behalf of Sunderland City Council and Sunderland Crematorium, I'd like to thank everyone who made each service possible and hope that today's service brings some comfort. Thank you.